What's up, guys? Dean Blandino from Fox Sports, and I'm really excited because this is one of my favorite things to do. I get to decide your draft order. Well, I don't decide it. It's not predetermined, but I get to pull names out of a hat, and we're going to decide who gets the top pick, who gets the 12th pick. So we're going to do this is I got my trusty Pizza Hut hat. I got all your names on a piece of paper in the hat. We'll mix it up. We'll pull the names out. And we'll go 12, 11, 10, and we'll work our way down. I'll keep track here, get my pen, and we'll work our way. So what I did was you guys just gave me your regular names, and that's cool. That's fine. But I want you to step it up and get me some nicknames. Get me some material to work with, okay? I just need some material. And so what I did was I gave you all nicknames. So I know you just kind of gave me your regular old names that your parents gave you. But I kind of did a little work, did a little research, and I gave you all nicknames. So you'll get the nickname when I pull your name out of a hat. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. With the 12th selection in the fantasy football draft is going to go to, okay, this is interesting. It's going to go to my man Clint, and this is going to be tough to read. But I was thinking Clint, and then I was like, okay, Clint Eastwood was the first famous Clint that came to mind. So I was going to make your nickname Eastwood, and then I printed these out, and I was like, duh, your nickname now is Dirty Harry. Your nickname is Dirty Harry. I didn't feel like printing out another one, so I just wrote it on the back. So, Clint, you're now known as Dirty Harry, and you got the 12th pick. All right. So, with the 11th pick in the draft is going to go to, okay, my man Jack S. Jack Sparrow, Captain Jack. Johnny Depp just won his defamation lawsuit against Amber Heard, awarded $15 million in damages. Congratulations. Jackass, you are now known as Captain Jack, and you got the 11th selection in the draft. All right, top 10. Here we go. With the 10th selection in the draft, it's going to go to, okay, my man, Jake M. Now, Jake M, I was like, Jake M, what can I do with Jake M? So I just Googled Jake, and then I put M in, and I said the first one that comes up is going to be your nickname, and it was Jake McGee. Jake McGee is a left-handed pitcher for the San Francisco Giants right now. He's got a career record of 32-26, 78 saves, 3.61 ERA, and so your new nickname, Jake, is McGee. You should be known as McGee now. I know I'm going to call you McGee when we hang out, so everybody else better. And you got the 10th selection. All right, moving on. Heading into the 9th selection. Okay, with the 9th selection. So keeping with the Captain Jack, Johnny Depp thing, this is going to be Jack D. And I did the same thing. I typed in Jack into Google, and I put in D, and the first Jack that came up was Jack Depp. Now, I didn't even know there was a Jack Depp. Like, I assume there's a Jack Depp in the world. But Jack Depp is actually Johnny's 20-year-old son, not with Amber Heard. He wasn't together with Amber Heard. I don't think they have any kids, thankfully. But this is Vanessa Paradis and Johnny Depp's child, Jack Depp. So, Jack, your new nickname is Depp, and you got the 9th selection in the draft. All right, with the 8th selection in the draft. This was easy, no pun intended, but Eli, you've got the 8th selection, and your nickname is Easy. Eli Manning was very, he had that demeanor. It was just kind of very Easy E. One of my favorite rappers of all time was Easy E from NWA. Easy E, Eli, you have the 8th selection. Congratulations, and we're going to move on to number 7. Now we're getting serious with the 7th selection in the draft. Okay. 7th selection goes to Spencer. Your new nickname is Haywood. Don't know if you guys watch Winning Time, The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty. Really awesome. I loved it. Not a Lakers fan. I'm a Knicks fan, but I kind of always liked the Showtime Lakers. Spencer Haywood was basically a crackhead in this show. And so your nickname, not that you're a crackhead, Spencer, but your new nickname is Haywood, and you got the 7th selection. All right, moving on. 6 picks left. Getting serious now with the 6th selection. 6th selection is going to Casey. I grew up, Casey Kasem. He did the top 40. He's a famous radio DJ, very distinctive voice. Top 40 was always every Saturday. You would listen to the top 40. This was before the internet. This was before you could just download any song imaginable. You had to wait for the song to be played on the radio, and then record it on your boombox, with your tape recorder. And Casey Kasem. Casey, your new nickname, Top 40. Sorry you didn't get into the top 5, but you got the 6th pick. All right, with the 5th selection in the draft is going to go to Caden. Caden, number 5 pick. Your nickname is the Batman. Why the Batman? Because I was like, Caden is a very white guy name. Like I'd be surprised if you weren't white and like a really white, like super white. And so what I did was I just Googled famous white guys, and the first famous white guy that popped up, the first image, was Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson is starring in the new movie, The Batman. So your nickname is The Batman because you're a famous white guy. All right. 4 names left with the 4th selection in the draft is going to go to, let's mix that up. 2 got stuck together. All right. Ben. No more Big Ben. Ben Roethlisberger retired, but we got a Big Ben in our fantasy football league. You got the 4th pick. Your new nickname, Big Ben. I'm hoping that you already called Big Ben. I'm hoping that you're a big guy, kind of a hefty, heavyset guy. The Big Ben would fit. But even if you're not, if you're skinny, the Big Ben, it's kind of an ironic name. All right, 3 picks left. Getting serious now with the 3rd selection in the draft goes to Winston. And Winston, your new nickname is Chill. Why is it Chill? There's a famous line in one of my favorite movies, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. And the line is Chill, Winston. And so watch the movie. Incredible movie. Guy Ritchie movie. It's a classic. Heavy British accents, East London accents, so it's a little bit tough. Watch it with the closed captioning if you don't understand. But Winston, your new nickname is Chill. You got the 3rd pick. All right. Here's the moment of truth. We got 2 names. We got Jake K and we got Colin. All right. So who's gonna win and who's gonna get the number 2 pick? All right. With the 2nd pick in the draft is gonna go to Colin. Colin, number 2. Congratulations, Jake. Just quickly on Colin's nickname, the Penguin. I know it's not the same spelling, but the most famous Colin I could think of was Colin Farrell. I looked at Colin Farrell, some of his roles, and I watched the new Batman, and I was like an hour and a half in, and I didn't realize the Penguin was Colin Farrell. That's how good the makeup was. So Colin with 2 L's, although Colin Farrell's with 1 L. You got the 2nd pick, and your nickname is the Penguin. And yes, Jake K. Your new nickname is the Kazman, all right? You got the number 1 pick. Why are you the Kazman? Because, again, I just did Jake K on Google, and Jake Kasdan came up, an American filmmaker who's done such classics like Walk Hard, Bad Teacher, Sex Tape, Jumanji, not the original, but the Next Level, and Welcome to the Jungle. Real classics, Academy Award-winning filmmaker. Jake Kasdan, but Kasdan's not really a cool name, so I gave you the Kazman. You got the number 1 pick. Guys, that's the draft order. I hope that this season's amazing for you. Have an amazing draft. I hope you like the nicknames. Hopefully 1 or 2 of them stick. Let me know how the draft goes, and I'm available to be a rules consultant when there's disputes. We just had Jock Peterson and Tommy Phan getting into a fight. Tommy Phan smacking Jock Peterson. I could have settled that. I could have been an arbitrator, and it would not have come to that type of violence. Just saying. Thanks, guys. Have a great draft. Keep watching us on Fox Sports.